So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Quality ball. Knocks it into space. Now it's Aubameyang. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Maldini picks it up from the goal kick. He's picked his way through. Neymar scooting forward. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Messi. France are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And he's running. Aguero! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Makaleli. Hernes, and this is Bale. Kirkchu. That is a brilliant interception. Can he finish? And it's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Davids, and it's Kirkchu. And Stojkovic. And this is Bale. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Neymar. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And that's really well manoeuvred. Hazard, and this is Hazard. He's having a shot! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
3 minutes added time.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Neymar. He's got away. And that signals the end of the first period. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution for France, number 19, Hazard. Number
Madrid
11,
get the second half going.
Number 5,
Oh, can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. And again they hit the front. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Madrid have their lead.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's found a way through. Chiellini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. France do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Messi, Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Thuram. And it's Stojkovic. 60 minutes played. France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Messi.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible... It's Son Heung-min! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Son Heung-min really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
De Ligt. Makaleli. That's destined for the flank. Cruyff. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly...
Oh, that's ambitious. He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. He leaps for it! And that's a good finish. And that is goal number 20. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
It is compelling, this. Utterly compelling.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides.
Son Heung-min! And that's a real chance missed.
Son Heung-min fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Rijkaard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Tries to play it through.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Passing nice and neat. And this is Son Heung-min.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 3 minutes.
He is through here. Real chance here. Shapes to shoot. Off the post. And it's been hooked away. And here's Beckham. Looking to play him in. He's had a shot! And that is as much as we have time for. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of unbounded potential, someone who can add real width and dynamism to any team thanks to his pace and all that ability on the ball. On a good day, he can really be unplayable coming inside.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Pedri clears without hesitation. And this is Aguero. And it's Aguero. Oh, there's a probing ball. Guardiola tries to pass it through. Cafu has it in a wide position. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Dembele. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. And it's Dembele. Tries to play it through. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's on his arm, shot a goal! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. France have themselves a chance from the spot. This for 1-0. He scores for sure! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. And that could set him on his way. Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Zanetti spots it and intercepts. Rijkaard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Knocks it out wide. He's had a shot! But he's left disappointed.
Hazard really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Corner number 2 then. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Corner number 3 coming up. A header! And he can thump it away. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Zanetti can clear it away. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Dembele. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's there to clear it. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Just a quick request today for everyone.
Well, every now and again we get a bit lucky, Peter, don't we? And this is an absolute treat. A tremendous spectacle for the neutrals, but a bit of a nightmare for the fans and 2 managers.
France leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. Back on the way then.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pedri. And it's Messi. He's going for goal! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
And this is Aguero.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Dembele. Zanetti does really well to win the ball there. Getting up there! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Guardiola certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Aguero. Pedri. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
It's Dembele! Dembele! Brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Barcelona restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Substitution for France, number 19.
It's their second corner of the game.
Coming on to replace him is number 14, Johan Cruyff.
He leaps for it! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Barcelona have their lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Makalele gets a foot in here, forced to go back. Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And right near the end, we have parity. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Cannavaro calmly anticipates. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Messi, and Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution for France, number 10, Messi. Coming on.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
And that has been cleared. Aguero! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Aguero is offering a right smile there. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
And that is that. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against France.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as quite an achievement.
Now it's Aguero. Now it's Messi. And the through ball. Rijkaard. Pedri getting forward. Now it's Aguero. He might be in here! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Juve, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
France still without a single shot on target. Tonali. Juve. And it's Messi. And claimed it back swiftly. Gives it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Tonali, can he spark a counter here? Short changes him with that pass. Rijkaard. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Hazard. Hazard proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, there's a probing ball. Tonali, and the pass is intercepted. Chiellini. Played out to the left flank. That's gone for a throw-in. And this is Messi. And Messi!
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And they're quick to get it back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And they've got rid. That's a sharp pass. Pedri. It's run loose here. And this is Aguero. And the shot! Goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had...
That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
France are in a pretty... Aguero! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Chiellini. And it's Neymar. Neymar really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And it's Neymar. Tries to play it through. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Rijkaard gets it clear. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a cute ball. And he was quick to react. Oh, it's come loose. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Searching pass he's played there. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Rijkaard. And that has put paid to that. Neymar. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And here's Messi. He's found a way through, and Messi! And that really should have been that.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Can he get it through?
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Aubameyang.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And it's Neymar. And here's Aguero.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Neymar. And that is as far as it goes. France have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Messi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
A quick request for support for our...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Hazard. That's put paid to the danger. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bergkamp. Now there's a fine... It's Vieri! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
And he cuts out the supply. Ronaldinho. That's a good run down the left. And it's Ed Nielsen. And here's Yamal. He's picked his way through. A lot of space ahead of him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Makaleli. And here's a chance for a shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Still goalless at the moment. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Right card has been caught there, it's a foul. Vieri. Over to the right flank. Now it's Yamal. Looking for options for movement. Yamal. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Ball's gone out of play. "30 minutes gone. Some intricate passing, takes a shot! Goal! France! And France are in front. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
France have fired themselves in front. Decent chance! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Getting up there! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing.
Shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. The movement so precise, the finish, and that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin, that's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against France.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Tries to play it through. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Zanetti. Diaz. So, Jim, I'm guessing that when you hear the name Rivaldo, amongst the first games that comes to mind is the final game of the 2001-2 season.
Absolutely. Who could forget that famous hat-trick? I mean, in a time where a team's future can depend so much on whether you have European football or not, his performance that day, Peter, was season-saving.
And the goals themselves, they weren't just worldies, were they? They were worldies plus.
Yeah, a superb free kick for the first, an absolute daisy cutter for the second, and the third was the best of them all, an overhead kick from just outside the penalty box.
Thuram produces the perfect tackle there. Vitinha. Good ball, good take. Oh, some tackle that. He's been side down. Is that a penalty? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Substitution.
Rivaldo is standing over this one.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
And this is shot at goal! Goal! Galatasaray! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Galatasaray are in front now, the game's only goal.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
France have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations. Aubameyang! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Goes looking wide. That's where it came from. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Could move up a gear here. It's a pretty loose pass.
France certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Vitinha. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Messi. Aguero. It's Aguero! Off the
There
post.
will be 1 minute added time.
Chiellini getting this one clear. And it's Vitinha. And he's intervened well there. Van Dijk. And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
A quick reminder today that
Reflections
smoking
on the
is
first
only
half?
allowed in
Well,
areas
Peter,
shown
there's
in
no
this map.
doubting that
Thank you for
the
your
situation
cooperation.
is quite bleak when you're not only losing but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
Well, that is the first half done and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 7, Luis Diaz.
So into the second half.
Number 19, Yamal.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
21, Olise.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. Olise! Hey, what a bit. He'll try from distance. De Ligt tries to clear. Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball and he's in. Vitinha! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Galatasaray with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Now it's Olise, and that's gone loose. France have the chance to go the other way. Now he's got space here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Vitinha. He's having a hit! Oh, crossbar! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump. And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, decent chance! Oh, crossbar! Thuram clears. Your impression so far, Jim?
France are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change. Olise really needed to concentrate on...
Chance for a shot! And he's stuck it away! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise him.
Chance! He's got a goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real set...
Goes for a shot! Oh, Bamian! Oh, that's a special one! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got...
He's had a shot! And that really should have been that.
Olise really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Looking for options for movement. Olise. Cruyff. Now it's Messi. And it's been played through. And he's managed to get free. Can he finish? And no mistake. And what a climax we have here. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Substitutions taking place.
France give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Totti, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Knocks it into space. 5 minutes to add. Aimed beyond the defence. Olise receives it in a wide position. Can he finish? And Czech pulls off a sensational save. And that is as much as we have time for. France perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
That is good alertness. And it's Messi. Messi. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Puskas. Azar has a look and plays it forward. Now, can they get him away? Well, played right into his path. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Puskas, and he stands tall, impenetrable. Azar. And it's Messi. Now it's Puskas. Oh, he's bustling through. He's going for goal! Barcelona with the corner. They're first. There's the... It's bounced back off the post. Makalele gets... He'll try from distance! It's off target and by quite a way.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Rijkaard. He's had it taken off him. Guardiola. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Zanetti pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Azar. And it's Makalele. Now it's Aguero. Azar tries to pass it through. Messi! Goal! France! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
After 39 minutes is number 10.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Lovely pass, but takes a shot! And that's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The goal scorer.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Messi demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
It's starting to... And Aubameyang! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Odo. And for the first half, that is that. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substitution for France, number 11, Aguero. Coming
Barcelona
on the
kick
field
off the
is
second half.
Number 17, Son Heung-min.
And it's Messi, looking for the run. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get it through? Puskas!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now it's Son Heung-min, tries to play it through, and this is Son Heung-min. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Referee has just said play on. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Azar, who can single-handedly make a difference. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the through ball. And he's got away from him. And he thumps it clear. Nicked it back promptly. And he's intervened well there. France perhaps contemplating their next change here.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's having a pop! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Substitution for France, number 19, Hazard. Number 5, Aubameyang. Coming on the field, number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 20, Owen.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Son Heung-min. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's really well cleared.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Son Heung-min knocks it into space. And he shoots! Goal, France! And they get themselves in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Real chance! Desperate defending required here. Chiellini is there, and he can get that clear. Looking to play him in.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now it's Son Heung-min, and in! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone...
So that's it. It is all over. France have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game, He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as quite an achievement.
Messi. And that is a little undercooked. Hazard, showing good feet. Makaleli, he's in a great position here. Gerrard. Fernandez. Now it's Gerrard. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either. Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's a little off target. Gerrard.
Bangladesh definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Chouameni. And it's Makaleli. That pass has been well intercepted. Now, can they get him away? Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Hazard. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Haaland. Decent chance! Goal, France! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
France have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Zanetti. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that is expertly dealt with. Shoots! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked...
Messi! Yes! They are purring, truly purring. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
A case now of complete control. And here's Bale. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, well played. Tries to play it through. Zanetti. That's the end of the first 45. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Just a quick announcement.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
France looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Aguero. Number
So we're off
4,
again.
Bale. Number 22,
Chouameni engages and forces him off the ball.
Fernandez.
Now it's
2,
Bergkamp.
Cafu. Coming on the
France
field,
come out this half somewhat
18,
altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Ronaldo. Number 14, Dani Olmo. Number 8,
And they're quick to get it back.
Number 3,
Looking for options. He's having a shot! And that's a sharp finish. They're back within reach. So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Makaleli. And it's Bergkamp. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Makaleli can clear it away. And here's Bergkamp. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And the counter is on. France perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Luis Suarez. And again! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's put paid to the danger. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Couldn't squeeze it through. He's a sharp little ball here. That's a smashing touch to get him away. Son Heung-min has it out wide and in space. And he shoots! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
And the pass is intercepted. Son Heung-min. It's played through for him. And this is Son, shapes to shoot! They want to be quick to recover this. And here's Messi. And no, he's seen through all of that. Rijkaard. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now that looks a decent ball. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that's gone loose. Oh, what has happened here? It's a pretty loose pass. Son Heung-min. And Makaleli. Now it's Messi. That ball looks a good one. And the shot's on here. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Son Heung-min! And he's there to get it away. And there goes the final whistle. France can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically.